Hey family, you're tuning in to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. Pardon any technical difficulties as we are recording live on the Zoom platform. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Jimmy! Lights, camera, action. Some people thought I quit and I ain't giving satisfaction. From a different era, writing rhymes up on napkins. What you had to say was more important, man, than traffic. Yeah, I'm talking back and speaking of contemporary.
What's good, family, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. I'm your host, Jimmy Bonds, along with my co-host, Ty. T.Y., what's good, Ty? How you feeling?
Live from the 215, JB.
Live from the 215. You know how we do. You family, you know I can't forget my other co-host, Love You, Miss T with the T. She's not here with us today, but she's also here with us in spirit as always. Remember, family, you can call us with your comments or questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Remember, family, also follow us on Instagram at Jimmy Bonds Podcast, on Twitter at Podcast Bonds, and make sure you join the Jimmy Bonds Podcast Facebook group. Join the Facebook group and continue to open the dialogue. Moving right along, family. Today, we have a very special guest. My man, all the way from Israel by way of Ukraine. He is doing his thing. He has just released a new project, family. We're going to talk about the project. We're going to go over the project. We're going to listen to the project. It's going to be dope. I'm telling you. But, you know, I got to give an intro to our guest. So let me tell you a little bit about him. My man, Emil Khachaturian, again, like I said, from Ukraine, lives in Israel presently.
Exactly.
He has done so many shows. He's been a part of so many groups. He's done something over like 200 shows. He is killing it right now, doing his thing. Emil has just released a new project on Friday, January 14th, called Intimate. It is a guitar instrumental project, family. Let me tell you, it is off the chain. If you love listening to just music, this is for you. Guaranteed. My man, Emil, how you feeling, man? How you doing today, Emil?
I'm fine. Thank you, guys. So nice to meet you, to talk to you, to hear you. I'm happy to see you again.
Yeah, man. Well, look, we're happy. Let me tell you, Emil, you were our first interview for the podcast in 2020. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Wow.
So we are, family, we are going back and going forward at the same time. We are kicking off season 3, revamping and going over again with our guests from our first time ever doing podcasts. I guess Emil Khachaturian. This is going to be great. Again, family, before I continue, I need to tell you we are live from our own home studio, Exit 6 Studios, family. So this is a big deal for Emil to be joining us today because of that. So Emil, we want to thank you for joining us as usual. Let's kick it off, man. Let's kick it off. Let's find out about this project, Intimate. Let's talk to us about the new project. What does it mean to you?
First of all, it's my first. First of all, sorry for my English because I was born in Ukraine. I grew up in Ukraine, so I have no good English base, but I learned it by myself, and I try to speak good enough for understanding. So,
man, yeah, we understand you loud and clear. Okay. Don't you worry about it.
I hope.
The music is a communication more than anything else. But listen. We know how this goes. We understand you clearly, man. So yeah, talk to us about Intimate. You know, take your time, do what you have to do. No problem, man.
First of all, Intimate. It's my first album, full album. It's instrumental album actually because, in my opinion, music is an international language, and people in every country, it doesn't matter where they are living, they can hear it and understand my message. First about, I thought it's to be understood by another people, doesn't matter what language they know. So why Intimate? Because in this album we used less of effects, only my guitar. Actually we have some reverb, delay, but it's not much. I don't know. It's usually on my shows I use more effects, but during the recording we almost didn't use effects. First of all, it's guitar, not another instruments, only guitar and synthesizer. So it's like intimate conversation between my soul and souls of my audience. So it's something special for me, and I hope you will enjoy it.
You know, one of the things I read about it was that it was a conversation between your guitar and the listener, and that's pretty much the best way to describe it, because I mean, of course, it's very intimate. It's very in tune. Like, if you feel like you're the only one listening, you feel like you're playing for me.
Exactly, yeah.
When I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, this is for me. Let me sit back and chill. So it's a great way to really, I guess, get the listener into your world, into your mind and your heart.
I'm happy you feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's the way I felt when I listened to it. You know what I mean? So no, and all the songs they vary in tempo, they vary in feel. They're different. I felt like on some, I feel like I was going back to Ukraine with you, listening to some of the type of guitar it was, or rather, I should say the rhythm of it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been to Eastern Europe, but I felt like that's where I was part of the time. So it had some of your roots in it, as well as some of the things that you're doing presently. And was that something that you wanted to do? Was that something that came off? I don't even know if you felt the same way I do about it.
Actually, this album, it's like I forgot this word. It's like mix between what I felt in past time when I was living in Ukraine, and what I get here, what I have got here in Israel from Israel, Jewish cultural.
Yes.
So I made the mix, and it's like mix between Spanish style, Jewish style, Armenian style. Actually, I was born in Ukraine, but I'm Armenian, and I tried to transmit everything what I have inside, transmit to my audience. And what you said now about you felt this message, so you felt like I'm playing just for you. My audience. All of my audience, when I get feedbacks after my shows, it's usually what you said now, after live show. If you feel the same feeling after listening of my album, so I did everything. because it's intimate, not only because I used less of effects, also it's because it sounds like a live show, It was one take recording. One take.
You hear that, family? Yeah. One take. And I mean, it's phenomenal to be one take. I mean, Ty shaking his head over there like, yeah, one take.
You know what? One take. It's not built, not constructed. So I'm sitting playing one double, one take. No repeat. Repeating. Even mistakes you can hear if you pay attention. So you'll hear a couple of mistakes, but it's small mistakes. It's not important, but it's intimate.
I mean, but you would have to really listen for. I didn't hear any mistakes. You'd have to really listen. Oh, he messed up right there. He messed up on that one.
Yeah, because I know all of my mistakes.
Of course you do, but the listener doesn't. It sounds like it's mixed in with what it is. Hey, Ty, go ahead, man. Ask the question. I'm gonna be quiet for a second.
That's good. So, Emil, as a person like myself that makes music, and as I'm making music, I get a feel for it and I give it a title. Or sometimes I come up with a title first and I make the music based off that title. With your album Intimate, we have Endless Flow, Exodus, Fantasy, Inspiration, My Dancer, Steps, Unicorn, Whale Song. How did you get those titles to the song? Was it something that inspired you for those titles, or how did it come about?
Good question. Actually, I have no idea. Usually, first of all, I create a melody track, and sometimes I get a title at the moment when I created this song. But it's sometimes. Usually, it's I must go to think about it to realize. Is this convenient? Is this good enough for this track? For example, inspiration. I get it from. I don't remember. I think I woke up with the title of this melody after creation. I think about Endless Flow, for example. I was listening again. I don't remember. Maybe 10 times, maybe 15 times before I decided. I realized that title will Endless Flow because I felt something like never ending. I don't know. And I thought about it. So it was if I can say artificial title. About I don't know. About Unicorn, for example, I think it was together with creation of this melody. So when I started to play it, I knew yet what title will of this melody, for example. So it depends on my condition. I think my inner condition. I have no regular special general system how I created the title of song. So it depends.
That's good. Now, can you tell me about your sound engineer? I can't pronounce his name properly.
Sound engineer Svetlana Fali.
How did he help you out with this project?
You know, I think minimum 50% of success of my album. I hope future success. It's her success because she helps me. She gives me discipline. So she creates magical space. I can say really in her studio. I feel special magical energy of relaxing, of love, of everything what I need for creation. You know, it's like friends working together. But at the same time, I feel disciplined. So if I make mistake, she asking, "Are you sure we should leave it here in this song, or maybe we'll play again to try to do something better than this take?" And it's like I think it's not less important than my work. It's creation, really. Sound engineering even more important, I think. So she helps me. And I hope we will continue. Actually, tomorrow I have a plan to go to her studio and continue record next album. So we are friends, and we are good friends. We started to play together not more than 3 months ago, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 months ago. And during these 3 months, we recorded Intimate. We started to record my songs with the lyrics. Yeah. And we started to record next album, a couple of tracks of next album. I don't know actually a name of next album, but I think it will Angels Around.
But that was my next question too, because you've already, some people put out a project and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait and just whatever. You're already going to the next project. That's what I love to hear. Hardworking as always, stay creative. One thing that you mentioned about your creative process, Emil, was the environment that you were creating this project Intimate in. How you created it, just like, with your sound engineer, and how it just kind of was natural. Talk to me about environment, how environment plays a big role into you creating.
Environment, you mean outside or environment up inside of our studio?
Inside the studio, that environment.
Inside the studio?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a secret. I have a special, I think it's special, maybe it's regular, I don't know, special opportunity to the music. I think music is not only entertainment. I think it's it's like a special energy. Even in my teaser, I don't know, it's like short video about my album. There is the text. Music is not only entertainment, it's also special energy, magic tool for creation, blah, 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 blah. So, it's not only words. I really believe that music is not only entertainment. It's like every time before the recording or before the show, I imagine like pure energy enters into my body and exits out from my body along the fingers with the music I'm playing. So if I'm playing my show, I imagine like this energy fill the audience. If I'm in the studio, I imagine like this energy fill the environment, so room. And actually, my sound engineer, she's too believe in this, in energies. I don't know, it's in the universe. So we create a special environment together, and it's not hard when you believe in something special, in the magic. Let's name it magic, okay? But it's not magic. It's laws of universe, I think. So
yeah, that's big because a lot of people, the vibrations, the
vibrations, exactly, yeah,
yes, yeah. I mean, you can hear that in the music, Emil. It comes out like a sore thumb. You can really hear the environment, and I guess what you were saying, that you take in the energies and you give it off what it is that you want to, that you're trying to achieve. You want to give off that positive energy, that positive love, that positive communication with your music. Look, man, I felt it all. I thought it was I thought all of it was great. I could play it. I could just play your music, and particularly the Project Intimate. I could just play it kind of from the beginning to the end and just get a different feel for each song, but do it in the sense of like, if I want to garner peace, if I want to be relaxed, if I want to be in tune with my mental, you know what I mean? I could feel the music, I could feel the strings, I could feel the sounds, and even on Whale Song, for example, you have in the background the ocean, and you have the birds, and I mean, I could feel that too. I was wondering if he made that by the ocean, because that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a track behind it that you could put in there, but it sounds like you're sitting at the ocean playing the guitar. You know what I mean? And that for me, I'm a big water person, so that was really big. I'm like, oh, that's dope. He's sitting there in the ocean playing the guitar. Like, yeah, like I can see the whole video, But I really appreciate how you create your music and how your music comes, how it does what it's supposed to do with your goal, with what you wanted your music to do. I really dig that really, really a lot, man. You're doing it, man. Emil, you're doing it. Definitely shout out, man. You're doing it.
I'm happy to hear it, man. Really.
Yeah, man. Your music is great, Emil. I mean, from the stuff that you've done before to now, even when you play Exodus for us before on the last podcast, I thought that I know there's so much more to you than just playing the guitar, but I also felt like a lot of it comes out in your music. You know what I mean? Like your emotions come out, your love for playing the guitar comes out, your love for creating comes out. You can hear all of it all together. And I just from one artist to another, and I'm sure Ty feels the same way. Like we really can appreciate the authentic nature that you make your music behind. And for me, that's a big deal. That on Ty's a big deal. For us, it's a big deal how people create, So yeah, man, you're doing your thing, bro. Listen, we're gonna ask one more question before we go to break. So, one of the things that I'm always wondering is you talked about the environment, you talked about creating. Talk to us about like how when you make the music, do you always get what you think you're going to achieve? Like when you create something, do you feel like, yeah, this is going to be great? Or do you feel like I just want to create it and whatever happens?
Mm-hmm. First of all, I imagine myself like conductor. So I try not to think about future of my track. I'm trying just create and don't think about the way. So I trying to do my best. That's it. Don't think about it will great future or nobody will listen to my music. I'm trying not to think about it.
But you said the key word. You try not to think about it.
Yeah.
Because I know when I'm creating music, I'm thinking in my head like, man, this is gonna be great. You know what I mean? This is gonna be a hell of a song.
I know that I'm not. In Russian, it's not objective. I can feel that my music is great, but really it will not. No one will hear it, and I will disappointed. So I don't want to be disappointed. I want to be a realist. So I know I'm create a good music. That's enough. Future depends of I forgot this word. Hebrew push out all English words from my brain. When I started to speak Hebrew, I forgot English,
It happens. Yeah. Would you speak 3 languages anyway, right? So, goodness gracious.
So, many things depends of management.
Yeah.
So, not only depends on music.
Yeah.
My manager helps me very, very good. She does everything for 100%. And I know if this is the part of my way to get 1 million views, for example, I'll happy. If not, I'm happy now. So I trying to do my best. That's it.
I mean, I think that's a really good philosophy to have. Just do your best first, and then whatever happens. Like I said, I think as artists, a lot of times we get wrapped up into, this song's gonna be hot, But it's more about just creating the best music. If you make good music, it's always about creating the best music you can let the chips fall where they may, and
Yeah.
that's a big deal. We're going to take a quick break, but before we take a quick break, I want to send a shout out to your manager, Irina. What's up, Irina? Always showing us love.
Yes.
Always. She is a hell of a manager. I'm telling you, I think I said it last podcast. If I had a manager like Irina, I would be further ahead. Let me tell you that right now. Anyway, shout out to her, definitely whoever she is. We appreciate it. Much love to you. But fam, we're going to take a quick break. Remember, you can call us with your comments or questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. You'll listen to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Michael from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
Welcome back to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We thank you for listening. Remember, family, you can call us at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And welcome back, family. Remember, you can call us with your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And family, on this particular segment, I want to tell you it's sponsored by Sonic Artist Cafe. We are going ahead with linking up with some new folks for our sponsorship. So shout out to Sonic Artists. On this particular segment, family, we're going to have Emil play and do his thing. So family, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Emil, take it away. Emil Khachaturian,
Yes.
family. Let me give it up for Emil. Give it up for Emil. Yeah, boy. That is, look, man, that's hella great. I love it, man. That's
Jimmy,
awesome. Yo, bro.
As he's playing, I just picture myself on a boat sailing towards the sunset, sitting back just riding.
Yo. just chilling, watching the sun go down, right? You know
Yes,
what I mean? Just like Emil is beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful.
That's movie music right there.
It is. It's definitely movie music. It's
That's
definitely. I can see it in the score. I can see it.
I'm happy to hear it. Thank you,
man.
guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I always wonder, Emil, do you feel like let's say, for example, from what you've done, let's say years ago to now, do you feel like, have you gotten so much better, or do you feel like you just continue to enhance your work?
I feel I'm playing much better. I feel myself inside, my inner feelings much better, much more, a much higher level. Mm-hmm. And I feel myself happier. So, I'm practice almost every day because I have students. With students during the lesson, I'm practicing too. So it helps me. This process helps me to improve. And I really think if I play if I play 2 years ago, for example, like today, I think I'll be on the next step. But I wasn't. I didn't. I started to practice enough, maybe actually 2 or 3 years ago. So when I was younger, I thought that only talent matter, and I didn't practice. My mistake. And now I started to practice, and I feel improving. So I'm sure now it's really, I'm playing better, and I feel myself much better.
Yeah, no, you can tell. You can tell. I mean, not even like, I'm not gonna be like, well, 2 years ago, you weren't feeling great. No, you can, your music and your gift is bleeding out. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's coming out of, you can hear it pouring out of your music, and the fact that you're happier as well. You can definitely hear that, and even, I mean, we all have that don't practice enough thing. You know what I mean? And I think once you get into the exercise, it's an exercise, you get into practicing more, it's going to touch you differently. It's going to be different. So I agree. I understand exactly what you're saying. I definitely understand. Ty, go ahead, bro.
Emil, before you started playing, we just watched you as you grabbed your guitar. And the first thing I said to him, he has to have a name for that guitar. That's his baby right there. Do you have a name for it? Did you give the guitar a name?
Actually, no. I have no. I thought about it. Maybe when I will order a special guitar for me, custom guitar, for example, maybe I'll give it the name. But I'm not sure. But actually, no.
Shoot, Ty, we give her a name like Sweet Bertha. That thing is sweet as can be. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
Yes. So, you're so good at what you do. Have you ever thought about giving lessons and teaching people?
Yeah. I have a couple of students, not, maybe 4 or 5 students I have now. 3 or 5 children, 2 students around 30 years old. So I love it, but it's I need too many free time for teaching. And it takes many energy, so it's hard. I love it, but it's too hard to do it every day.
That is good. Yes, that's good. You said you had another project coming up. Are you finished with that? Or are you still working on it?
Next project? You mean next album?
Yes.
Not okay. Next album? Yeah, I still working on. I have already maybe 2 or 3 tracks are ready. Little thing I must check there, and it will ready. But I think it's I want to create not EP, not short album, not small album. I'd like minimum 8 songs or 9 songs. So I need to create something new, maybe 4 or 5 songs additional I need to for this album. But if I will see that I have no enough of time, so I will release 3 or 5 singles, maybe every month, one single. I don't know. I'll think about it.
So, one of the things that I've noticed is that even with the pandemic going on, I've seen you on stage. I've seen you working with other people. Unless that was old footage, have you been doing more shows since the pandemic started? The last time we talked, you weren't doing too much, but have you been performing recently?
Yeah, I think 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. Everything is open in Israel, so I'm performing in the usual regular places, nightclubs, staged in the music halls. But during the pandemic, when we were in lockdown, so I performed online.
Yeah. I saw a lot of your online work. I saw a lot of it. Yeah. You would either do it from get on your balcony and just start playing and
and now I understand it was a great idea because I get a lot of audience during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Many people
they need your music. They need your music during this time, man. They need it. I don't know if they told you that, but that's really, they need it. They need to hear something soothing, something relaxing,
anti-stress.
Yes, anti-stress. Yes, anti-stress. Exactly, exactly.
So during pandemic, by the online shows, I got a lot of audience, and when we got a better condition, and I started to do regular shows, and people was coming to my show, live show, not online.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know the live show is what feeds us as artists. You know what I mean? Either the online is great. You know what I mean? It's one of those great things, but it's nothing like getting in front of people.
Exactly. But actually, it's a great experience. When you play without audience, when you can't see audience, only just feel the audience. It's very good training. It's very good experience, because now when I coming up to the stage, it doesn't matter in the hall. I see only one man or I see 100. So it doesn't matter after the online concerts, after the online show. I feel myself good. It's not depends on quantity of audience.
That's what I always say. It's either 1 or 100. It's never, it's not about how many. It's about who you're touching. So I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. Shoot, Ty, we know about that, don't we, Ty?
Yes.
Before we take a quick break, is there anything that has changed since the last time we talked? Like, anything in as far as like what you've learned about your music, has that changed? Because when you first, sometimes when you do projects, you have, we talked about the roots that you put into this new project, Intimate, and how you have made sure that you put some of your past and your present into this new music. What do you feel like? What do you feel like has changed from, let's say, 2020 when we first talked till now?
First of all, I have a more practice with different musicians, and when it's it's like in family. When you have a contact with different people, you feel yourself, deeper, richer, and you have more experience. And I think actually my music became a deeper because of my contacts with different musicians, better than me. Because I started now we on the same range, I think. But when I started to play with them, they were much better than me, because it was jazz musicians, piano players, violin players, and now we're playing together in a lot of projects, and I feel myself. So I have myself. I feel myself better than I'm playing better than I played 2020, and I feel that my music became deeper. So it's everything is old, but everything at the same time new.
Yes, no, very much so. Very much so. You can have older music, and even though it's older, a year or 2, 3 years, if you feel better at playing it, it's gonna come out different. It's gonna come out more of what you kind of always envisioned, but it just has a deeper meaning. I think that's one thing you said was you feel deeper about the music now than what it was in 2020.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think as an artist, growth is always important. How we grow as an artist, often it plays on being around people who are better than us. And sometimes it's hard to admit for some artists. It's like, they're like, hey, I'm the best. But you have some people like yourself who are like, I want to surround myself with people who are better than me so that I can become better. And the better I am, the better my music's going to be. And I think, end of the day, that's what people. I mean, that's a part of being. That's a part of an artist evolving. And I think as an artist, that's what we always want to do. We want to continue to evolve, continue to be better at our craft. I would say, So I mean, I think that's dope, man. All right, family. But you've been listening to my man Emil Khachaturian. I call him Emil K because he is the man. Does his thing. But Emil Khachaturian, family, he's going to play for us again. Remember, family, you can call us with your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. You'll listen to the Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Michael from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
Welcome back to the Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We thank you for listening. Remember, family, you can call us at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Hey, welcome back, family. Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. Again, we are interviewing my man, my boy, all the way from Israel by way of Ukraine, my man Emil Khachaturian. He is doing his thing, killing it as always, as usual. He played for us before in the second segment. He's going to play for us again. Family, I'm telling you, you have to sit back and relax and listen to this music. This is the type of stuff you need in your life. It's what you need for your soul. Get deep down in your soul. You need this kind of music. So, family, take a listen. We're gonna be back on other end. Emil, take us away, bro. Take us away. Give it up for Emil Khachaturian doing his thing. Yeah, boy, that was great, man.
Yes.
That was Exodus, right? Is that Exodus?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think you played it. You played it killing this time. I mean, it was great 2 years ago when we heard it, but this.
Really?
No, this was man. Ty, am I right?
Yes.
Thank
you, guys.
I'm like, oh, that's Exodus, right?
Yeah. That's fire, man. That's crazy. That's fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
That's fantastic. So, with you just releasing Intimate. Again, it came out January 14th. Family, I tell you to go to all of your streaming sites, Apple, Spotify, Amazon. Go to all the sites and go listen to Emil's new project, Intimate. It is an 8-track project full of nothing but great music. If you love music, which most of us do, go listen to this project. I guarantee you. I'm not co-signing it because it's just my man here and he's sitting here. No, I'm co-signing it because this is great music. Great music for you to listen to. So please make sure you check it out. And then we're gonna ask a couple more questions, man. Are there any artists out there? I think we asked this last time, but since then things might have been different. Are there any artists out there that you are looking to collaborate with? I don't care if we know them or we don't know them. I just want to make sure that you shout them out. So maybe you can link up with them in the future.
No, I have a couple of dreams. I have a dream to play together with Eric Clapton, for example.
Oh yeah.
John Mayer.
Oh yeah, John Mayer for sure.
Unfortunately, with B.B. King, I can't play. So
I know, always in spirit though. Always in spirit. I know.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a one, man. Hell of a guy, man. Hell of a performer.
And Canadian El Di Meola. I don't know. You know this guitarist El Di Meola?
El Di Meola.
No, El Di Meola.
I've never heard of him. No.
John McLaughlin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Eric Clapton, John Mayer, El Di Meola. Yeah. If you will meet one of them, I'll be happy if you will say them that I have a dream to play with them.
Look, I'm about to call John Mayer up right now. Let me get him on the horn.
Really?
I wish. I'm just playing. I'm playing. No, but I mean, shoot, I'd love to play with him too. I don't know the guy on guitar. Whatever that dude plays is great music, man. So I definitely understand. And with Intimate coming out, you just released it on the 14th. What are the plans as far as promoting it? What are you going to be doing?
This album already exists and on the Spotify, on YouTube Music.
Yeah,
I don't remember more platforms. I think it's about 150 digital platforms.
Wow. Okay. So it's on all of them. It's on all the digital platforms. Okay. So it's whatever your digital platform preference is, family. It is there. Look up Emil Khachaturian. Emil, do me a favor. Spell your last name for me again so people can look for it. How do you spell your last name?
Khachaturian. Khachaturian. Yeah,
Get it translated into English. Don't worry about that. Yes, I get it. Emil Khachaturian. Family, again, this dude is a phenomenal artist. He makes fantastic music. And I don't hype up everybody, but I hype this person up, my man Emil, because he is very creative. He makes sounds that are just sometimes you never heard of, and you can feel it in your spirit, in your heart. So I want you to really go check out his music and just enjoy it and give him some feedback. Leave a comment or something. It'll translate into Ukrainian or Hebrew, whatever it is. It'll translate. Leave a comment for him so he'll know, that you're feeling his stuff. So definitely. Ty, go ahead, man. My bad.
Yes. Well, we spoke about which particular artists that you would like to perform with. Are there any locations you would like to play at, as far as halls or stadiums?
Maybe Royal Albert Hall in London and Carnegie Hall. I don't remember. It's in New York. Yeah?
Yes.
Carnegie Hall. So Royal Albert Hall and Carnegie Hall.
Now,
my dreams are big,
Don't dream small. No, we don't have small dreams. What are you gonna say? I'm gonna play at the bar down the street? Like, no, I want to dream big. I want to play Carnegie Hall. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, hey, don't we all tired? Yes. My bad.
Yes, that's good. Yes. Now, can you name some of the places you have performed at, whether they're local or?
No, usually my favorite place is small places because I feel audience is like a party for friends. I was playing in a big halls too, but I enjoyed more in the small places. Actually, this Thursday, I have a gig, album presentation in villa in a house. So we sell tickets for a couple of people. I don't know, maximum it's 40 people will our audience. Small show, but I love it. Yeah, it's intimate. So
that's what I was going to say. No pun intended. It's intimate. It's an intimate audience, and that's a brilliant way to do it. Let's get 40 people in the house. Exactly. Come listen to this music. Come get it because you need it. But again, no pun intended. It is very intimate. It is an intimate setting. That's the way I think you should go about it for as long as you can, because big audiences is great. It's great for our ego. It's great for what we do. But sometimes those small audiences pay so much more. You have so much more, and I don't mean pay money. I mean that you get so much more feedback. They feel like they know you. They can touch you. They can smell you. They can see what you look like when you were hitting a particular note. It's all of that is so vital in terms of just people relating to you. And I feel like, those small intimate settings, I mean, they don't beat out anything. I tell people all the time, I'd rather perform in a hole in the wall with 100 people sometimes than even in big events with thousands of people, because those hundreds of people, that 100 will always remember where they were when they heard the music. You know what I mean? And that intimate setting is dope.
Agree.
Man. That's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ty.
Totally
My bad, man. My bad, Ty.
That's good. So moving forward, do you have more shows lined up coming down the road?
I have a couple of shows this month. And next, actually, I didn't manage yet a lot of presentations of my album, but I started to dialogue with different managers to choose the interesting places, and I'd like to do presentation of my album there. I have a lot of gigs, but not my gigs. I'm like part of a band. I'm playing guitar there. I have a lot of gigs like this. But most important for me, it's shows where I'm playing my own music. So now I have only in this week, and I didn't manage continue next gig. Didn't manage yet. So I'll do it. I think next week I will think about it and I will decide where I'll perform.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a great interview. For me, I mean, you're a great musician, great artist, great composer, and it's just been a wonderful interview. I just want to thank you. It's wonderful. And the music is lovely. Yes.
Thank you.
The music is dope, as we say over here. It's one of those things.
You have him walking around saying that now. My music is dope.
Tell him. No, man, listen, when you walk around, you tell him. You say, Jimmy and Ty said it. My music is dope. Like it really is, man. And as you said before, we'll take the gigs when we're playing with other people. That's great, but I want people to hear my music, and I'm gonna say that people need to hear it just for themselves. They need to hear what you're doing, man, and they need to hear what you have now, intimate, and the future projects coming up. And Emil, most projects, what they do is they come out. Some people look for a big bang. But some people, I don't know if you're like this, but some people prefer for a project to build momentum, build itself as you put it out. So you put it out in January, who knows what it's going to look like in April, and who knows how people are going to feel about the music in April. As the more people hear it, the more I feel like they're going to really gravitate towards it. I'm wishing that towards you. I'm sending as much positive energy and vibes over there to you and Israel, and saying that I really hope your music excels to where it's supposed to be. I really do, deep down in my heart. I'm really hoping that that's the case, because you're talented, bro. Like you got talent out the yin yang. You're really good at what you do. And again, like Ty said, this is a great interview. I'm super, I'm thankful that Irina and you thought of us when it was time to put out your new project, that you reached out to us like, hey, he has a new, like, yes, let's get him back on. Cause I love your music that much, man. So
thank you guys. I'm thankful. I'm happy to hear it, really.
I'm thankful, bro. Nah, man, it's you have great stuff, Emil. And most artists you hear sometimes, not even most artists, some artists are very cocky. I'm the man, I'm this. You're nothing like that. You're not even like that. You were very down to earth, very, very even keel, very, intellectual about what you're doing. And it comes off as a very sincere and authentic way to communicate with people. I've read somewhere that you wanted to have a sincere conversation with the listener. Sincere. And I felt like that's what you come across all the time. It's very sincere. It's very loving. And we appreciate it, man. We really do. We appreciate it. So, is there anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to dedicate the podcast to before we go? Anybody you want to send some love to?
First of all, thank you, guys. It was a great conversation. I hope we will continue and we will repeat more and more and more. I'm happy. Thank you. And I'd like to say to everyone, first of all, musicians, you must believe in yourself. You must believe in your dream, and you must practice. And result, it's very important. But first of all, it's process. We need to enjoy the process, not the results. So believe in yourself, believe in the universe, believe in your your consciousness. So everything is going to be all right.
That's right. You tell them practice, and believe in yourself. Believe in your inner self. Believe in your outer self. Exactly. Believe in yourself. Practice makes perfect. But practice also makes you a better person at what you're doing. So it makes you have
exactly.
So, that's Emil. I can't thank you enough for coming on again, sharing this music with us, playing for us again as usual.
I'm happy.
You're phenomenal, brother. You are so good at what you do. Ty, we got a brother and we got family in Israel. You know what I mean? And I know we do. So it's dope. Just great to hear you continue to do what you do, Emil. We're gonna end the podcast here, man. But much love to you. Best of luck. Super support for your project. It's already gonna be in rotation on a radio station. It's probably in there now. Probably put it on the easy listening section. Yes. So yeah, man, it's already in rotation, bro. So we really appreciate the music. Appreciate you sending it to us.
Thank you, guys.
Thinking about us. But yeah, man, best of luck to you. And you keep us abreast. Let us know what's going on with you. Let us know how things are going. So thanks so much, brother. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. Definitely. Family, that's gonna wrap the show. Remember to please leave your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Remember, family, we are still in a COVID-19 pandemic. So please wear your mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and always remember to tell the ones that you love them. Because you never know when you might get another chance. I'm Jimmy Bonds. Thank you for listening to Illadelphia Radio. Y'all have a great one. Peace. Fam, that's going to wrap the show. We want to thank you for listening to Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We ask you leave your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Now remember, family, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, so please remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, and practice social distancing. Also, remember to take nothing for granted and value every opportunity you have with your friends, your family, and your loved ones. For in these times, every moment is sacred. So until the next episode, you can find me on Go Ho Road, screaming, stay up, don't sleep in your dreams. I'm Jimmy Bonds, and I'm out. Fight on, come on.